Hey everyone, what's going on? I've been spending a good chunk of time with the new Halloween update for Anime Rangers X, and I wanted to put together a full conversational breakdown you can use straight as a YouTube script. This update brings a mix of spooky flair, fresh units, a special event mode, returning challenges, new rewards, and some sneaky balance changes that actually matter. Since it's Halloween themed, the whole patch has that fun seasonal vibe, but underneath all the pumpkins and shadows, there's real gameplay depth that players are going to want explained clearly. So think of this as you and me just talking through everything in a smooth flow. The kind of voiceover you can drop right into a long form video without sounding rushed or robotic. Let's start with the thing everyone always asks about first, the new units. The update drops 12 of them, and they aren't just random filler. You've got a set of new secret units and a batch of mythics, and a bunch of them come with alternate versions or evolved forms that completely change how they play. Dracula appears as a secret, and yes, he has that alternate restriction form, which adds a bit of dramatic power creep. Koromu also shows up as a secret, with an evolved variant that spices up her whole kit. And Wargirl, another secret, comes with her own alternate version that gives her a different flavor and combat flow. On the mythic side, Pumpkin Queen is one of the standouts. She has that 9 lives alternate that adds personality and utility. Skeleton King makes his entrance with a skull guitar form that looks as wild as it sounds, and the Fear shows up with an alternate Volt Ring form. In your video, you can really lean into showcasing each base version versus its evolved or alternate version, maybe showing a quick side-by-side of damage output or range differences. Viewers love seeing how alternate forms shift gameplay, especially when the evolutions bring real strength and aren't just cosmetic. Now the star of the update's gameplay loop, Fright Fest. This mode is basically the Halloween playground for grinding. It's a special event adventure where you take on waves that grow harder but give you candy, which is the main currency for the Halloween event shop. Candy is the golden ticket this update. It lets you grab evolution items, trait reroll materials, stat keys, and all the useful goodies players always need more of. The neat thing about Frightfest is the choice it gives you. You can bail early and pocket the candy you've earned, or you can push deeper into the later waves where the enemies hit harder, but the payout gets way better. For your script, you can talk about doing a run 2 different ways. One casual, low-intensity run for beginner and mid-level players, and another full wave clearing run for those who want the best candy per hour grind. That's an easy way to add variation to your content while giving viewers a clear picture of what suits their level. Something players will genuinely appreciate hearing is which items in the Halloween shop are actually worth their candy. Evo materials tend to be the top choice because they advance unit strength the fastest. Trait rerolls are tempting but can drain your stash quickly. Mention that in the video so people don't blow all their candy 5 minutes into the event. The shop makes rerolls feel easy, but they're basically traps for players who haven't thought about long-term value. If you want, you can even record a mini demonstration in your video of buying the items in 2 different orders, the smart order and the oops, I blew everything on a random reroll order. It's funny and people connect with that kind of honesty. Another returning part of the update is the Kurumi boss event. This is one of those fights where players think it'll be easy and then get folded immediately because Kurumi hits hard and punishes sloppy pacing. She's got a heavy health pool and patterns that reward well-timed ability usage. If you do a segment in your video focusing on this boss, try showing 2 runs. One using an accessible team that most viewers can actually build, and one clean, optimized run for players who want to clear her fast. Talk through what you're doing as you show the footage. Mention moments like, this is where you want to place your support, or this is the ability timing that keeps you from getting wiped. It makes the encounter feel manageable and helps viewers feel more confident. People love that clarity, especially when the boss event is only around for a limited time and everyone feels the pressure to beat it. Of course, no update video feels complete without codes. This patch comes with a handful of working redemption codes that hand out gems, rerolls, and bits of bonus currency. It's smart to include them in the script, but instead of just rattling them off, guide viewers through how to redeem them and suggest what to use them on. Tell players something like, don't spend your first set of gems on random spins. Save them until a banner shows one of the new mythics. It's the kind of advice that keeps newer players from making panic decisions. If you want another engagement moment in the video, you can also ask viewers to comment any codes they find so the community updates itself. Now let's get into strategy, because that's where long-form videos really shine. Fright Fest Candy should be the centerpiece of the grind. If you're aiming for efficiency, bring units that specialize in wave control and survivability. Encouraging your viewers to pick fast-clearing teams helps them grind candy without feeling burnt out. If your audience is more casual, reassure them that they don't have to sweat every run, letting them know that 10 or 15 relaxed runs a day can still build up enough candy for meaningful rewards, helps them feel included rather than overwhelmed. For the more hardcore players watching, outline the optimal candy per minute methods. Show off which waves to rush, how to position units, and how much candy you typically end with at the end of an efficient run. Numbers make your guide feel real, and numbers are what your viewers come back for when planning their grind. Then there's the Limited Legends Battlepass. Talk about how it stacks free rewards on one track and premium rewards on another. People always want to know whether it's worth buying. You can break this down conversationally. Mention that if someone plays regularly and wants the extra materials without waiting, the premium track feels good. But if they're saving currency, the free track still has decent progress. They'll just miss some of the shiny items. Showing a quick visual of the difference between free and premium rewards will keep that section digestible and clear for your viewers. Of course, no update would be complete without some balance tweaks and small quality of life improvements sprinkled in. These may not be headline-making changes, but they can shift the meta in subtle ways. Maybe a support unit gets a cooldown buff, making them suddenly viable in late waves, or maybe a damage dealer gets toned down slightly. You don't have to go into every small change, but focusing on the ones that genuinely affect gameplay will make your script feel more polished. Something like, a few trait adjustments, this update makes certain rerolls more efficient, adds a layer of insight without overwhelming your viewers. When you're assembling the visual portion of your video, record a mix of content that keeps viewers engaged. Clips of the new units using their abilities, Fright Fest gameplay showing candy gains, a Kurumi boss fight with voiceover tips, and a quick Halloween shot breakdown. Mix in moments where you talk directly to your viewers about smart choices. This is one of those items you should always grab early, or hold off on this until you know what unit you're evolving next. A conversational tone keeps the video from feeling like a lecture and helps people stay connected through the longer runtime. Something that works surprisingly well in update videos is a small segment on what not to do. Players actually appreciate being warned about common mistakes. Mention things like spending candy randomly instead of pricing Evo materials, rerolling traits while still early in progression, or trying to fight Kurumi without leveled supports. These kinds of reminders help viewers feel prepared and prevent frustration before it even happens. If you want to extend the video length while keeping it interesting, include a challenge segment. Something like attempting Fright Fest with a goofy team, or trying to clear Kurumi with only new units from the update. Challenges create replay value and encourage your viewers to comment their own attempts or challenges for you to try later. It's a great way to deepen community interaction around your videos. As you wrap up your script, bring everything together for a clean ending. Talk about the standout units from the update, how much fun Fright Fest can be when you get into the rhythm, why Kurumi is worth tackling, and what smart candy spending looks like. Encourage viewers to share their favorite new unit or best Fright Fest run in the comments. Remind them that small, smart decisions like prioritizing Evo materials and planning rerolls make the biggest difference over the course of the event. Close with a warm nudge for them to like the video if it helped, and sub if they want more guides, keeping it natural rather than pushy.